Don't Shop. Is that a shopping mall? I see that Joey Mall in there. This is the Clarion Hotel. It's a hotel chain. Clarion Hotel in Merritt Island is owned by a company in Virginia. You know, the northern states where your fucking food and shit comes from. Well, Mr. Kirk called the company in Virginia years ago and said, hey, by the way, I just went into your company where they built the Club Crush that Joseph Kirk set up and had all the stuff set up and fixed with the Virginia people, employees there. And he said, Mr. Kirk called and they said that the club had been robbed. So, since the club was robbed, they changed it to Dueling Pianos, a guy named Joey Mall, and they sent a check down to pay Mr. Kirk for all the computers and point-of-sale systems that he put in with the software that he ordered from up north. And when he put the software in, got all the job done, they didn't want to pay Mr. Kirk. So the northern states said, well, what the fuck's going on? Because they were wondering why Mr. Kirk called Virginia, the actual state, and said, where's my money? And Virginia goes, what are you talking about? I sent the money. So then I asked the guy at the hotel in Merritt Island and says, the guy said he sent the money to pay me. He goes, oh, well, I used it to fix the grounds and make the place pretty and, you know, fix this up, fix that up. It's like, oh. So they sent money to build a Club Crush. All the equipment gets stolen. Then they sent the money to build another Dueling Piano Bar and computers and stuff. And they sent the money for that. Didn't pay Mr. Kirk again. So just wondering, like, you know, I mean, if your food and stuff's coming from up north and all that other stuff, then, well, this is where we could fix the education system. Well, we're sending you money for that, but didn't have a plan for that, so they didn't get the money for that. I wonder why. Well, it's probably because some of those people out there working in some of those businesses that are from up north are wondering where the fuck all their money's going when they send it down south. So, there you have it. You know, if you're wondering the conundrum that we're all in, well, it's because, you know, they send stuff down there and they're like, hey, well, then you got the New Yorkers that moved down there because they didn't want them in New York, so they sent them down south. And they screwed everything up down there. And then they're like, well, you know, we got all these businesses and we're sending this money, but it's being laundered someplace else. So, I'm like, well, you know, what can we do about it? Well, we got this guy, he's kind of comatose. Well, when Mr. Kirk, all amnesia and comatose, calls up north and says, hey, I didn't get the money for the job that I did. And they go, oh, we'll send Christine Sellers in there to do a bunch of messed up shit. And then he'll just leave and then we'll come back and do some more messed up shit. And then some more messed up shit. So, you can keep your bullshit down south. They don't want it up north. See ya.